priority for every single student government everywhere.
She was a Pullman native killed at a university in Utah, and her death rocked the entire Washington state community. Now students at WSU are pushing to make the Utah campus safer. And should Washington schools make later start times so students can sleep in a bit? It's a debate that has some states passing new laws. Tonight we're asking local leaders what they think.
The inland Northwest about to begin a weather pattern where we see daily rain chances, and all that's going to add up. So we'll go day by day and let you know how much you can expect.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Whitney Ward. Mark is off tonight. Well, here is a question for you. Should school start later so teenagers can get some better sleep? A lot of people think yes. In fact, California recently passed a law mandating that high schools start no earlier than 8:30. Our political reporter Casey Decker looked into how that idea is playing out here locally. Casey?
Well, Whitney, there are basically two ways such a change could happen: at the state level, like California just did, or at the district level. At the state level, there don't appear to be any serious proposals recently in Washington or Idaho to change school start times. But if this change were to come, it would likely be done on the district level. So to get a sense for the local appetite for such a change, I asked Spokane School Board candidates whether it's something they'd consider. Position 1 candidate Nikki Lockwood said in part, if there is evidence-based research to show adolescents should have a later start time for improved success, we should review that. Her opponent Katie Treelor said in part, as a teacher and a mother, I understand the importance of sleep and how that directly impacts a child's day at school. This is something that I would like to research further. Position 2 candidate Jenny Slagle pointed out that school schedules can also cause inequity, saying in part, low-income students have barriers to transportation and generally get less sleep. More sleep for all students increases overall performance and achievement. Her opponent Kelly McFarland told KREM she likes the idea, especially given that children are shown to function better at different times of day. But she said it's not necessarily something she would actively push for right away given the district's many other priorities. Position 4 candidate Aaron Georgian said, I would be open to pushing high school start times to 8:30 if parents are concerned about the 8 o'clock start times, but also added this is not an issue that voters have voiced significant concerns over at this point. And her opponent Kevin Morrison said the district would need to conduct a thorough pro-con analysis before acting, saying, I do know that proper and full adolescent cognitive development is dependent on proper sleep, and I would be interested to know more. All the candidates said they need more research and a community-wide discussion before making any firm proposals. Now, by the way, high schools in Spokane currently start at 8 a.m. Middle schools were actually already pushed later several years ago to 9 a.m. Whitney?
All right, Casey, thank you very much. In the meantime, you only have a few more days to weigh in on new high school graduation requirements. Earlier this year, state lawmakers voted to do away with federally standardized tests in order to graduate. So now the Board of Education is deciding what the new requirements should be. They're taking public comments on it until October 28th. If you would like to send in your feedback, we have information on how to do that, as well as an email address. Just go to our website, krem.com. Well, new tonight, the full Ironman race is officially coming back to Coeur d'Alene after it disappeared for 2 years. Half Ironman races came to replace them, but as of this evening, the full Ironman is set to return in 2021. Now, the City Council voted to bring it back and extended their contract to include a half Ironman as well. That'll be in the year 2022 and 2023. All right, as we shift gears now to weather, today was basically the last day of clear skies that you'll get to enjoy, at least for the rest of the week. Rain showers moving in tomorrow night. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is here now with all the details that we need to know. Thomas?
Yeah, a very long and prolonged system incoming here. So today was pretty much the last really nice morning where we got the sunshine, clouds already in place, and actually held our temperatures down only in the 50s yet again. Still slightly below average, but again, the sunshine always makes a big difference. Not much of it heading our way tomorrow because it's just cloudy across the entire Pacific Northwest. Even a few light showers still lingering around the Lewiston area to the south of Spokane. There's also a little sliver of some rain near Moses Lake and Ritzville at the moment. Very light rain for tonight. It's not going to last into the morning hours for tomorrow. In fact, it's just a cloudy day all day long. 44 in the morning. I think if we're lucky, a few spots will be in the 60s in the afternoon. And then comes the main waves of this weather system. No movement from the jet stream. That's why we get day after day of rain chances. So the question becomes, how long is this going to last? And I'll answer that all coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Thomas, thank you. Well, police say they do not have any new leads on the case of missing Spokane teenager Sarah McNeese. Her family reported she went missing after her car was found in the Spokane Community College parking lot. A note was also discovered claiming she had left with a boyfriend to Idaho. But a family spokesperson says that note was not written in her handwriting. Just last week, her family publicly pleaded for McNeese to come home.
Sarah, if you are listening, please come home. You are not in trouble. You are loved. We just want you safe. Please come home.
McNeese's family says Sarah has special needs and they strongly believe she may need help. If you have any information on how to find her, please call the number right there at the bottom of your screen. Washington State University students are calling for more campus safety in another state following the murder of Pullman native Lauren McCluskey. She was shot and killed by her ex-boyfriend on the University of Utah campus last year. The McCluskey family claims the university failed to protect their daughter after she called campus police more than 20 times in the days before her death. WSU's student government recently passed a resolution of solidarity with Utah University students. They're calling on Utah now to listen and act on the concerns about student safety on campus.
Safety is a priority for every single student government everywhere. And so I think for us, it's really about standing with University of Utah as they try to make these reforms so that their students are safe.
McCluskey's mother, who is a professor at WSU, praised the student government for taking part in this movement. Students involved tell us we could soon see more Pac-12 student associations showing their support by adopting similar legislation. The McCluskey family has since filed a lawsuit in June against the University of Utah for $56 million. The upcoming November election ballots will hit mailboxes this week in Spokane County. They'll be mailed out between tomorrow and Friday, so you can start looking for them soon. This election will decide Spokane's next mayor, as well as city council president and various other positions and measures all across the county. For a full list of those races, just go to our website, KREM.com. And sticking with politics, 12 candidates took part in the 4th Democratic debate tonight. It took place in Ohio, and this is actually the first time those candidates have debated since Congress started its impeachment inquiry. They discussed health care, impeachment, foreign policy, and the candidates' ages and health, among other topics. Washington Governor Jay Inslee shared his thoughts on the debate tonight, and he wasn't at all happy about the fact that there wasn't a single question about climate change during the entire debate. He was quoted as saying it was completely inexcusable. After a toxic foam used for fighting fires contaminated drinking water pretty much all across the country, now departments here in our area are scrambling to get rid of it safely. Their plan next.